Hello everyone. I convey my special regards to Unacademy that I feel gratitude and enthusiastic to become a part of Unacademy. I am Imanshi Tolani and I am pursuing PhD from Banaras Hindu University, and I also worked as an educator at the Albert Education Institute, and I also worked as an internship program as an educational intern at Ek Pehl. So, to crack any competitive exam, there should be systematically logical course plan should be there. So let's have a look for the systematic course plan. This course plan consists of 100 hours of duration for the particular category UGC NET Commerce, and this category include three subparts. First is content, second is revision, and third is practice session. In content, we had 10 units: business environment, accounting and auditing, business economics, business finance, business statistics, business management, human resource management, banking and financial institution, marketing management, legal aspect, and income tax. A key to crack any competitive exam is a concept clarification, and it includes all these three units. Next is a revision. To retain the concept into the mind, there should be a continuous revision is required. In this revision category, we have a last minute revision which consists of 10 hours for every 10 units, and it includes PYQs based concepts also. Next is practice session. Practice session include expected questions, PYQs based MCQs analysis. So to boost up the confidence among the aspirants, there should be a continuous practice required for the MCQs. So the confidence level of the aspirants has raised to attempt any examination. So here we have categorized the duration of hours which we have to denote to every units. So it includes business environment and international business. It includes 8 hours, accounting and auditing 10 hours, business economics 5 hours, business finance 7 hours, business statistics and research method 7 hours, business management, human resource management 7 hours, banking and financial institution 7 hours, marketing and management 6 hours, legal aspect 8 hours, income tax and corporate tax planning 10 hours, and last minute revision include 10 hours, PYQs based concepts 5 hours, and expected MCQs 5 hours. PYQs based MCQs analysis 5 hours. Basically 5 hours refers to 30 minutes to every units, and 10 hours of revision include of 1 hour to each unit to revise all the important topics, so that it will remain retained until the exam for the aspirants. So let's have a look on the concept that I have to talk today, that is forms of market. So it includes meaning. Forms of market include of 4 categories: perfect competition, monopoly, monopolistic, and oligopoly. So let's come in the meaning of the market. So what is market? Market is defined as the area in which all the buyers and the seller meet together and exchange the goods for their value. Before that, market is just a place where the buyer and the seller meet physically. But now the concept has been totally changed. It includes online, offline, all types of buyers and exchange in which they basically share their values, goods, etc. And market structure refers to the way through which various industries has been classified according to their competition for their products and the services. So market structure consists of 4 types. First is perfect competition, second is monopolistic competition, third is monopoly, and fourth is oligopolistic competition. So let's have a look on the perfect competition. Perfect competition is what? Perfect competition is a form of competition in which there are large number of buyers and sellers. It means a lot of market has been captured and they are selling homogeneous products. Homogeneous products are those products which are same in size, quality, color, and there is no such type of variation has been found. Suppose I want to buy a Cadbury Dairy Silk, and it is basically of 80 rupees of cost, and I want to buy the same Dairy Milk cost from another shop it will they will charge also the same price, just because products are homogeneous, they are same in color, shape, size, etc. And in this competition there is no particular legal formalities is required. Every firm is free to entry and exist according to their choices from the market. And suppose I want to buy the product from my nearby shop, and the same product I want to buy some far place from my home, so they are easily available. So we can say that there is a perfect mobility of production, factors of production, and the buyers have a full knowledge about the market, and all the firm prices has been decided from the firm. It is not based on the demand and supply, but they are based on the same prices that has been set for all the firms. So all the firms are price taker, not price maker. Next type of market is monopolistic market. A monopolistic market consists of large number of independent firms, like they are independent to make the product according to their choices, and the product they are selling are heterogeneous products. Heterogeneous products are those products which are differ in size, color, shape, etc. Suppose I want to buy a burger. A burger I can buy from McD also, same from the Burger King. But the difference is product is there, but their specification, their taste, their filling, their price, their quantity can be differ. So these products can be easily substituted and they are homogeneous product. And it offer a wide variety of choices to the customer because supply of the products is huge into the market, and the price is decided according to the demand and supply into the market. Hence firms are price maker rather than price taker. In this type of competition, company usually lower the price so that it can opt for the higher profit margin and hoping for the higher sale to attract more and more customer to retain the goodwill into the market. Next is monopoly competition. Monopoly is a type of competition in which there is a single seller which captures the whole market, and there is no substitute goods are available because there is only single seller, a seller who is selling the product. Buyer have to accept the same product as it is. So here is a high degree of entry and existence of a market into the entry, and it includes discrimination basically on the basis of price, and the discrimination include first degree, second degree and third degree. First degree include charge as much as price as you can from the customers, so customer is exploited here. And second degree of discrimination include according to the bulkiness of the quantity that the consumer is buying, they can charge product according to them. And third degree include according to the segmentation, demographic segmentation, price can be charged from the customer. It can be derived from age, education status, regional variations, etc. And third is oligopoly. Oligopoly is a type of market that is dominating the total market, and they are very large type of industries and it requires a lot of investment. And in this type of market there is non-price competition. Non-price competition means firm cannot lower the price or high the price, they basically attract the products into the market, and in this firm sells differentiated products. Differentiated products are those products which are different in quantity, size, etc. And the rivals are aware what the competitors are doing, and the prices they are charging, they are interdependent from each other, like what the other are doing. And in oligopoly usually firm collude rather than compete into the market. So thank you.